Hello me chums, welcome back to our little channel, hope you're all well. Come out for a little cheeky session, just a quick one. I wasn't going to come out today, I was going to have a day off and just lounge about, you know, but I've been sitting editing videos all morning and thought I'd best get out. So we're down the River Tyne just for a quick session, a little bit breezy, but we'll get to that, let you know all about it. I'll get the gear set up, get a bait out in the water, come back here and we'll have a little chat. So, welcome back. More than happy to have you along with us tonight on this little session, this evening. So let's say we've come down to the schooner, which is now called the Fog on the Tyne, but I always call it schooner. We're on the River Tyne. We've got 2 hours before top water, which is 6:20. So we're going to fish 2 hours up and probably a little bit back. The tides are just on the cusp of what I like to fish the Tyne, which I'll put up here. Ding, there's the tides for you. It's a 4.8 metre high. So as I say, it's just on the border of what I would deem acceptable to fish the Tyne, because the rip can be ferocious. I've put my first one out there and it has been pulled down quite a way already, so we've got a bit of tide pull. But I do want a bit of tide for the fish. Target today, I want to see if there's any sizable whiting this far up. That's my target. I know some people don't like them. Rats of the sea, stinky, etc, etc, here all the time. It doesn't bother me. I'll fish for anything, I like them all. So that's the target, if we get anything. I was out fishing last night, late, so I kept back some squid, some frozen blacks, and a little bit of mackerel. That's what I've got with this today. And that's all we're using. It's basically a double exercise really. A, to see what's going on, and B, to use a little bit of bait up what I had left, because I hate wasting bait. I know I could freeze it again, but I've got a lot of bait in the freezer at the moment. My freezer's chock-a-block. So as I say, that's the target, whiting. I'm gonna fish up to high. I've got my 2 light rods with me today, and my 2 small Pen 5.5s. I'm on mono with a 60-pound shot leader. I've only got 3-ounce leads with this. I've got breakaways on at the minute, grip leads, because the tide's pretty fierce. And judging from the first one I've put out, it's going to be a little bit fierce for a good another hour, I would say. As I say, we've got 2 hours before top, but hopefully there'll be something about. The last time I came down, it was a crab fest, and it is still mild, so possibility that it's going to be a crab fest again, but we shall see. That's the state of play. Again, thanks for coming along, thanks for joining us, I do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, have a look back at my videos. There's tons there for you to go through, and if you're new, I'm sure there's something there that's going to help you out with your fishing adventures. That's what this channel's aimed at. Peace, tranquility, and helping you to get out and catch a few more fish, or help me to catch more fish by practicing, really. That's the aim. But we'll get this one set up. I'm going to use my 2 hook rigs that I always use, which is 1 up, 1 down. They're just short bodies, 1.5 foot, and I'm going to pin them on the deck with a grip lead, in the hope that with a little bit tight, if we do get some fast bites off the whiting, that they hook themselves. That's the aim anyway. Anything would be welcome, but we could catch nothing. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I've come out to get a bit of fresh air, breathe it in, peace and quiet. It's beautiful. It's a little bit windy. We've got a wind coming from the south-southeast today, which is with the tide, so it's not too bad for the lines, etc. And there'll be a sea building, so that's good news for the next few days if it carries on like this. But yeah, we're here, we're making the most of it, and we're out fishing. Just having a look there, the water's very coloured, which is very surprising, because we haven't had a lot of rainfall the past couple of days. We had some about 4 days ago, but still really brown. Doesn't generally put the whiting off. And normally they do like this little bit strong tide run, but you just never know. I normally prefer me whiting fishing at night. They seem to be a lot more active, along with your haddock and pouting, etc. Not that we get them in the river, but I will be targeting those. I do need a haddock and a pouting, so I'll probably be going to Sunderland area for those. Try and get them out, and possibly get the haddock at the mouth of the Tyne as well. there's lots to look forward to. We've got the winter season upon us now. I had the first cod session out. There'll be many more of those to come as soon as the conditions allow and I can get out. Get some beach fishing planned for you. As you know, I've fished the beaches around here for, if you look back on the channel, I've been fishing the beaches around here on film, or filming the beaches for about 4 years now. And I love getting on the beaches. Especially our beaches, they're so beautiful and there's so much to offer, you know, no matter what time of year. I thought I heard voices, people running there. I nearly put my pants. But I hope you're okay, I hope everyone's getting out. Hope you're all geared up for your winter season. You may be the type of angler that doesn't fish through the summer and you just come out of hibernation in the winter chasing the big cod, which is all fair and good. I've never been much of a one fish man myself. I do like to fish for everything and anything. That's me. I'm a fish, I would say I'm probably a fish tart. I'll just catch anything. I'll fish for anything, I don't mind. I did used to do a lot of coarse fishing a few years ago. Did that for about 10 years as well, but kind of waved off that because of the luggage. It's too much luggage to carry. But I do like me fly fishing and obviously me sea fishing. But we'll see what the day brings. I don't want to blether on too much, but if there's no action, I do like to keep you occupied. And I like to speak to you like you're here with me. That's the way I perceive myself on this channel, I hope. I like to be friendly and I like to know that, I like you to know, that I'm speaking to you directly. But we'll see what happens. See what comes of it. We may just get loads of crab activity. Worst case scenario, we'll just have a crab competition, see how many I can pull out there. But we've got an hour and a bit to top. We should really be getting bites straight away. I haven't had any yet, but we'll see how it goes. It is quite a large tide. Who knows? Let's see. Let's get this first one checked, see if we're fastened up. It's normally the case here on the big tides. Yeah, we're off the bottom. Bit of weed in the water, as suspected. Tide's running fairly fast still. Yeah. Right, so they've been stripped and that was out for about 10 minutes, about 15 probably. So what I'll do is I'll drop it down to 10 minutes now and just keep dropping it back. If the crabs are going to start taking the bait off, which they look like they may do. Hopefully some little fishy wishies will move in, push the crabs out. The second cast in, still nothing as yet. Still early though. Crab activity is quite high. What I've been doing while I'm sitting in between, obviously talking to you guys and fishing, so I've just been sitting making some little cocktail baits up. Me bait there. Just little wraps. Got some black lug in there. Bit of squid. That one's got a little bit of black lug, mackerel, squid. My chosen baits for whiting, always black lug or lugworm, squid, mackerel. They're renowned for eating most anything, but I find that black lug, squid and mackerel is probably the top baits for me personally. I didn't bring any crab out today. Can't see the point in wasting it. Keep that for the colder months when there's a chance of a codling in here. But I'll knock a few more of these up so I'm ready, so I can keep putting them in. Keep fishing hard, see what we can get out. I say fishing hard. I'm here to relax, to be honest, so I'm not really bothered. I'm just going to plod on and I'm going to do my thing, but I will try my best to get a fish out for you like I always do. That tide's pulling very hard. Just lost my first rig there. Seems to be a snag. It's always at the same place where I fish. It's kind of at 2 o'clock. Didn't used to be there, but I get caught in it a couple of times. I was here, the last time I was down, I think I lost about 2-3 rigs on it. I'm hoping that it's not people fishing here with braid. Because if you come down here, braid and break off and it gets stuck here, it just causes a multitude of problems. I mean, mono's bad enough. But yeah, the tide's pulling really hard though. I've just put one straight out there and it's pulled us down to kind of 9 o'clock, nearly parallel with the bank, so could get fastened up with that one as well. I thought at a 4.8 that it wouldn't be too bad, you know, just a couple hours before top, but we are an hour away from top now and it's still pulling like the proverbial you know what. So let's see, there's a few big lurgs floating down too. As always, it's lovely to be out though. It's a nice night. It's not too windy. Breeze is coming across from me right with the tide. But it's not looking hopeful for that one I've just put out, because I think it's just pulled us straight into the side, which tends to be quite snaggy here. No bites as yet. but we'll keep trying like we always do. I'll bring you back in a bit. Today's snack choice, chums. Are you ready for it? Chunky Kit Kat. You can't get better than a chunky Kit Kat, man. Don't forget, other confectionaries are available. I think we might actually be getting a bite. It's either a bite or crabtivity. But I did see this right hand one rattle before while I was baiting up, and it's been bouncing about a bit, but looks a little bit crabby, to be honest. It's moving about though. I'm going to check this one. We'll get this one in. The other one stayed in motion. That's the one that's probably fastened up, that one down there. There's a bit of extra weight there. Oh, we're going to be lucky. I did see a knock. No, we're not. We have got a greater spotted seaweed fish. Now, if you've never seen one of these before, they're pretty rare. They tend to fight. They fight a little bit, but they give up quickly, you know. We'll get them back. And baits are actually untouched, which is not a good sign. At this time of the tide, I would have expected some action by now. Very strange. I'm trying to cast to avoid that snag because there's a snag line about 20-25 yards off you. Yeah, it's very quiet so far. Thought I might have had a fish early doors, to be honest, but it may not be happening. It's fishing though, isn't it? It's part of the excitement of going out, you just don't know what's going to happen. We're going to get that other one in, get it baited up, and proceed to try to catch a mythical fish. Well, I've got to be honest, chums, it's absolutely rubbish. Haven't had a single touch. We're coming up to high tide now. I think, yeah, a little bit wonky there. It's quite difficult to keep you straight here. We're coming up to high tide. Got about 45 minutes to top. Tide's eased off a little bit, but no bites as such. I know it's not the bait, because the whiting would have that. I do like a little bit of lug mackerel and squid. But it's nice to be out, isn't it? I can't always bring fish to the camera. It's not what this channel's about. As you know, if you've watched the channel for some time, it's more about well-being than fishing, to be quite honest with you. I mean, it is, the majority of it is fishing. Obviously, you know, we do want to get fish on the channel for you and help you out if you're new, or just make a fool of myself by not catching fish like I'm doing today. It's just one of them things. But no, it's more about your well-being, you know, mental health, getting out. Very important thing. Us men tend not to talk about it a lot. If you watch a lot of YouTube channels, especially fishing ones, you will come across it quite a bit, because we are quite in tune with mental health. It's part and parcel of the sport that we're doing. We're going outdoors and getting away from things, just using the time on the bankside or on the beach or on the rocks or on the shore, anywhere, just to escape everyday life, which can be tasking, let's say, at times. I know how it feels. I actually know what it feels like to you know, go to bed at night and think to myself, is there a point in getting up tomorrow morning? I have actually thought like that before. I'm not ashamed to say it. I do have these episodes, should we say, where I feel really down, and the only things that bring you back up again are doing things you love, being around the people you love, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, whatever makes you happy. But sometimes that's not enough, you know. And if you do find yourself in a spot like that, just seek out, get some help, speak to somebody. As the cliche goes, it's okay to not be okay, but you need to talk about it, you know. So again, what I'm trying to get across is this channel is about well-being as well. You may be in a bit of a rut even, and at least you can flick the telly on, watch YouTube, watch a few anglers out fishing, just to bring yourself round, cheer yourself up a bit, you know, or remind yourself what you're missing, what you can get out and do. But yeah, I've been there. I visit that place quite regularly, to be quite honest with you. I try not to show much on the channel because I don't want it to be a downer channel, you know. I want it to be positive and push people on, get them to get out and get fishing and help as much as I can. It's in my nature to help. I'm a helpful person, I'm a nice person, and I'm quite proud of that fact. But yeah, get yourself out. If you're feeling a bit of a rut, get yourself out, get yourself fishing, or get a hobby at least. Get your mind off things. There's a lot that life has to offer, so don't think on the dark side all the time if you can help it. Well, I'm totally, well and truly getting mugged off by the old Sandy McNabs, me chums. For all that tide strong, they're still managing to get to them baits and strip them. But up to now, oh, getting a bite now on this left-hand rod. That's the first indication I've had. There we go, that's a bite. I think it's a bite, it looks like one. Don't know if you're catching that on the camera. I'm going to turn you around just in case it goes again. Could just be the lead breaking loose. I'm just going to turn you around a little bit. It was the left-hand rod. If it goes again, it is a bite. If not, it was just the lead breaking loose. Of course, it could just be a crab climbing onto the bait. Unfortunately, it's still mild. So until we get a real good cold snap, we're not going to get rid of the crabs, really. Oh, no, it's going again. I don't know if you're catching that. And plucky bites there. Definitely a bit of fishy action, I think. Again, I've lost me. I've lost it. I doubt myself these days because every time I say it's a bite, they are crabs. It's definitely someone having a good go at that. Looks flounderish, actually. Yeah, it's definitely a bite. Looks more like a flounder bite than a whiting bite. There's still a eel presence in the river, so there's a chance it could be an eel as well. Fingers crossed it isn't. I'm going to still go in, so I'm going to leave that one to go because there's two hooks there. Hopefully we'll pick something up. Get this blank off, eh? The other rod's nothing on the other rod at all. That's still going though. I can't actually call that bite. Normally I can, but that could be an outside chance of small codling as well. The way it's plucking though, it's kind of as if a crab has got the bait and it's driving at it, you know. Nothing as yet on the right. Them couple of bites on the left, but we'll see if it develops. It's still going. I've got a horrible feeling it is crabs. This one's still going, so we're going to have this in. Let's see if it's crab activity, yeah. Quite a bit of weight there, I would say it's a crab, like trying to make off with me swag. Oh no, chums, it's not. It is a very decent whiting. That was strange. That was not like a whiting bite at all. It wasn't vicious enough, but nice whiting. Target species. Target acquired. 30 centimetres. And he's in good shape. He's not skinny. It's a canny fish. There you go. Lovely. I'm not messing about because they're not very, they don't like to be out the water. I'm going to put them back, but we're off the blank and we've achieved the target. Happy days! He must have pounced on that as soon as it hit the water because there's no action on the other one as yet. Unless it's been going off behind my back. Bait it up, back out. You know the drill. Here we go. Hello darkness, my old friend. Captain's log. Star date September 2025. There's no fish here. Right, so we're nearing top water now. We've got about 20 minutes to go. The tide's eased off a little bit. And that one fish that we've had came on the easing of the tide when it slowed down just a touch, you know. But again, that bait, as soon as it was out, it jumped on it. Got the bait straight away and the fish was on. When it's been left any longer than that, the crabs are just decimating the bait. As I said earlier, we need that cold snap. We need a nice cold snap, get the temperatures right down, get that frost. And that's when you'll get the whiting in the river. Or the decent ones anyway, and then you've got a chance of the codling after that. Hoping that they come in this year, which would be nice. Well, there will be codling in the river regardless, but what size, we don't know. If you're local to the River Tyne and you do fish it, you will know, or you might know if you've fished it a lot of years. We tend to have 2-3 year cycles where one season's really good and then it may be poor for the next 2-3 years, and then you'll get a good season again. It's just one of those things. It must be time, tide and fish population. Anyway, enough of the technical jargon. Hopefully try and get another one out because we're losing the light. We're on slack tide now. Lines have dropped perfectly straight, so there's no tide movement at all at the moment. Just seen a little sea trout jump there. It was nice to see up the river there. Apart from that, fish activity's poor. Haven't had any more bites since that whiting, but the crabs are on the bait. It's a case of if the whiting don't hit the bait straight away, the crabs are on it, and that's it. So it's hard to say if there's any amount of fish in front of us or not. Well, it's gone completely dead. Tide's turned early as well. It's on the ebb already. We got pulled round to the right, which is where there's a snag down here on the right hand side. Did I point the right way? No, I didn't. There's a snag down here on the right hand side, which I keep getting stuck on, and the tide's taking the gear that way now, so but it's been very quiet. It's really mild. There's too much crab activity, way too much crab activity. It's not giving the fish a chance. That on top of the fact that I don't think there's a lot of white in this far river yet. There will be some, but not the numbers that you'd expect in the winter. But hey, we'll come out and we'll give it a try, don't we? That's what it's all about. That's all I can do, really. But I will, after these last casts are in, we'll see these ones out, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you what's happening. Probably be the end of the session after that, but we'll see what happens on this cast. We're losing the light fairly quickly now, so when I get these casts in here, I'm going to call it a day. Hasn't been a very productive session, that's just the way it is. Beautiful night though, absolutely stunning evening. Lovely to be out. This is what fishing is about. This is what encapsulates fishing for me. We only got one fish, that's just the way it goes. It doesn't matter. Could have been none, could have been several. Who cares? I don't. If you're only interested in seeing fish getting caught, unfortunately, this is probably the wrong channel for you. I just want to get people out to themselves, get fishing, and hopefully catch some fish. But honestly, you're never going to see hordes and hordes of fish on this channel anyway. But thank you very much for watching. If you got this far, I do appreciate it very much. I appreciate every like and comment. I do reply to every comment, so if you want to drop one in, drop it in. If you want to tell us how crap I was today, absolutely fantastic. Chuck it in the comments. But seriously, that's just the way it goes. But thank you very much for watching. Until the next adventure, take care and tight lines.
Windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine.